Caffeine is addictive. I'm just spitballing here, but it's probably the most addictive thing directly behind breathing and going to the bathroom. The people just can't stop. And the Italians really got a lot more right than spaghetti and plumbers, because perhaps the most concentrated form of caffeine is an espresso. This is Reviewszy, and in this episode we're looking at the best espresso machines. BELLEMAIN 6-Cup. If you watch our video on super automatic espresso machines, you know that they cost a pretty penny. Well, that's because every single part of the espresso making process was done for you. These manual machines are far, far less expensive. Like this model, that is just absolutely affordable. Imagine spending less money than, say, a week's worth of visits to Starbucks and being able to afford your very own espresso machine. No more wiping snow off your car, you could feed your addiction right from home at the cheapest price you're ever going to find, ever. Nespresso by DeLonghi. In the modern world, convenience is the name of the game. Who has time to put laundry detergent into their washer when they can use a nice little edible Tide Pod? Who has the time to organize their mess of a home when you can use a storage pod? And who has time to swim in the ocean alone when you could swim with a dolphin pod? So of course, the most convenient way to make coffee is with a coffee pod. This Nespresso machine costs more, but it's really right on point for these sorts of things. You can insert pods into it and it makes you an espresso, exactly like a Keurig, but with none of the trademark infringement. BREVILLE BES 840 BSXL. If you're an enthusiast, you don't want pods. Who gets their coffees from pods besides aliens? You don't want watered down or easy. You want good espresso made the right way. So instead of dealing with pods, you'll want this model, which costs a lot more. But it's the first one on the list that will satisfy the stingy espresso snobs. The 650 watt heating element is strong and fast enough to create the microfoam necessary for cafe quality espressos, Americanos, lattes, or whatever suits your fancy. BREVILLE the BaristaXpress. Of course, you probably don't even really care about the coffee itself. You want to impress your friends with the fancy latte foam art when you serve them? If that's the case, take a look at this model, which is just as expensive as the last, but the steam wand on it would put the Hogwarts wands to shame, giving you precise control over all the fancy-pantsy latte art. Of course, it also makes a good brew, but if we're being honest, you don't even care. You just want everybody to stand up and clap the next time brunch is at your place. Nespresso by DeLonghi Lattissima. Well, I know that I just came down hard on pods a bit ago. Hey, we had a fight, we're back together again, you know how it could be sometimes. The espresso pods really do have some great features in terms of speed and convenience. It's incredibly important for those of us on the run. And that's why you should get this model that is perfect for busy people. The thing that makes it perfect is that it will get to the high temperatures needed in just 40 seconds. That's 10 seconds longer than it takes some people to get to Mars, which is just fast enough for you to grab a quick espresso before work. So always remember, you don't need to sell your soul to a big fancy corporate coffee chain, no matter what they promise to do for next year's Christmas cups. And that's because links are in the description, so give a click on the item that suited you best. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Reviewszy for more great reviews.